Alrighty, y'all. Hello. Now, if you're watching this from the Northern Hemisphere like me, you'll know that we're coming up on winter pretty quick here. We are in December after all. And here in Illinois, we just got our first snowfall the last couple of days, and it hasn't really been sticking too well. It's not a major deal yet, but the point is that it is here. And of course, in mountainous areas, it's going to be even more, as it's pretty flat around here. Now, this is the case in Europe as well. When we're dealing with this video that I think should be really fun. This was suggested to me by Ahsoka on Discord, so I appreciate this. And this comes to us from this channel right here, which I will not try to pronounce because I know I will butcher it and get it wrong, but it'll be right there. Excellent channel. I think you should definitely check it out. It'll be linked in the description down below. I'm only going to feature part of this videos. They're nice long videos. And yeah, check it out. Check out their channel. Now, of course, this is going to be plowing fresh snow in the Alps, winter service in Tyrol. I believe Tyrol is in Austria, correct? And this is with an UNIMOG. You know by now, I absolutely love the UNIMOG. What a beast it is. It's like a truck. It's like a tractor. It's like a multi-tool. It can do so many different things. So why not plow with it? Well, that's what I would like to see. I've been on plowing missions in IRL, in real life before. With some, relatives of mine. I've driven a few different trucks, plow trucks, but we're thinking regular pickup trucks like you would see on the road. Nothing big and crazy industrial like a UNIMOG. This would be super fun. Let's get right into it. We got the volume turned up. Oh my God, look at the amount of powder that thing is pushing. Big plow, of course. You can hear that beautiful engine chugging along. The one thing different compared to any plowing experience I've had, when I lived in New Mexico, somewhere mountainous, right? It was hot, right? Hot desert. So we didn't get snow because I lived in the very southern part of the state. And there was no snow, so yeah, it was mountainous, but it was always nice weather. Now, living in the mountains, crazy mountains like the Alps, with snow, that's a whole nother level. That is, it looks beautiful, but it's also something very dangerous, right? So plowing there, especially in a big rig like this, on mountain roads and different gradients. Oh man, that's another story altogether. This is crazy work and essential work, right? If anyone has to drive on this has got to be plowed when you're dealing with twisty, curvy roads. And look at the drop-offs, like, oh my God. Any plowing I've done is like child's play compared to this. We're talking about driveways and parking lots that were pretty flat, really not risky in any sort of way. This, look at all that's going on. You got walls, you got guardrails, drop-offs, twists, turns, uphills, downhills. That thing sounds so good. You can just hear the torque in that thing. It is moving this. He's moving the it's moving the blade just with such ease, even full of all that snow. You know how heavy snow is. Look at the big flakes coming down as well. Not gonna lie, this is a pretty cool job. Once he gets used to this, of course, this guy, I'm sure he totally knows what he's doing. It's not his first rodeo. So he's used to this. This is his deal. Once you're used to this kind of thing, I bet this is actually really fun. For real. Boy, it is really coming down. You can see it accumulate very quickly. But as he hugs the wall. See? Ooh, that's tough. You know what? I think the visibility, though, is actually pretty good in these UNIMOGs from what I've seen on video. Of course, I've never sat in one in person. Someday, hopefully. But what I can tell you what, using logic here, it's actually a good angle for snow plowing because you're so high up in that UNIMOG. You do sit high up. Whereas, you know, pickup trucks are off the ground. They're higher than cars, but they're not high up like this. So the Plow, you know, you have the long hood out in front of you, you know, like a Chevy or Dodge pickup or whatever. And, you know, you can see the blade when it's up, but when it's down, you can't see it at all, right? I feel like you might get a little more visibility, you know, some different angles in an UNIMOG because you're up, you know, you have the big windshield. I don't know. I feel like it's just different and probably better for visibility and getting your technique down. And it's just a big, heavy beast of a truck that it's going to be really hard to get it stuck. You're going to be able to push these clumps of snow pretty much wherever you want without much issue. Very nice. Look at this road, is so scary. This is pretty thin, pretty narrow road, especially in this UNIMOG. You can see our shovel takes up most of the road here. Holy crap. And yeah, massive drop off to the side. When you see the tops of trees and you don't see the bottom, that's how you know, yeah, there's a drop off there. So you wouldn't want to be messing with that, that's for sure. So this is crazy right here. He's got amazing lighting on this truck. You need tons of lighting because you know it is pitch dark up here in this mountain territory like that. You know, it's funny getting into the racing sims and like the Euro Truck sim. It's so fun, right? These games are really impressive. Now, I haven't looked that hard, but I don't know of a game where you can do this. I think it'd be great, a game with snow plowing. You know, like pretty well modeled, like somewhat accurate simulation style. You could pick different trucks and rigs. I think that'd be sick, dude, to try this in a video game. In some sort of a simulator. Yeah, they need to make that. If one exists and I'm not aware of it, please let me know. All right, now we have skipped all around. This is a nice, really big video, so we have only featured just a little bit of it here. Make sure to check that link in the description and check this whole thing out. You don't want to miss it. He does some really good videos. He catches some good footage. You can see how hard it's coming down right at us now. This is thick. He's got some speed going, but look at the snow just everywhere, right? That's definitely heavy stuff, I think. And a lot of it. And look at some of the narrow, you know, corners and passages he's going on here. This guy, this is a crazy job. He's got really good technique, though. His momentum is being kept up. He's turning the blade when he needs to. Well, that was very impressive. We're going to look at a couple UNIMOG plow trucks, see if I can find any, because, of course, we didn't get like an outside view there. But totally digging the POV view. It's tagged as like ASMR, you know, so when you don't have me yapping, it's just beautiful sounds of the snow. And, of course, that awesome UNIMOG engine, right? You can hear it rumbling. You can hear the big tires kind of when it gets some speed going. Very enjoyable, as I would expect. And if we go to UNIMOG plow truck to see what we can find. Oh, yeah, take a look at how cool these are. Look at that thing. That is the ultimate plow truck, dude. I like, it's cool. I never noticed, like, the license plates or the number plates are way up here. It's actually pretty neat. What's really neat is I'm seeing pictures of some of these are actually remote control, like RC trucks. Like right here. So I'm thinking I need to get one of those. Look, here's an older unit here, still big plow. Of course, I just love the way these things look, man. They're so cool. They sound cool, and they're just so capable. They can do so many different things. They're awesome. Look at that beast. Damn. I mean, we do have some bigger industrial trucks like this, of course, that like the cities use in some big companies. And quite frankly, I'll have to pay attention, like, for example, like a state of Illinois truck, right? Like on the highway, when they're clearing that, it's a big truck. And quite frankly, because it's usually in bad conditions, I don't pay attention to what it is. I'll have to pay attention to what they use. I want to say there may be international brand. I don't think it's like Freightliner or Ford or something like that. I think it's international, but I would have to double check on that. I just love these. They're so freaking cool. And I wish we had these. I wish we had these in the U.S., man. Now, admittedly, real quick before the outro, to relate it to me here, this is what I see. Here is like, for example, at least around me, this is what Illinois would use. So this is Illinois DOT, right? Illinois Department of Transportation. And I was right. They are international. I don't know what the model will be called, but that's the brand. And to be, quite frankly, these are actually really cool as well. I do have a soft spot for the UNIMOG, and of course it's different. They're different trucks, right? I like the UNIMOG for a multitude of reasons, and I would love to use one of those to plow. I think that's what I would always pick. But to be fair, these are, for newer trucks, these are really cool. They have a huge blade on them, of course, and they do look pretty mean as well, and they're big. So, and apparently they have pink ones. I've never seen those before. I'm not sure where they use those, but that's pretty interesting. And then, of course, here they are this is how they do it in tandem. The really wide highways you can find here. They have them in a staggered row like that. So he pushes it off, then he catches it, pushes it off, and they end up, as a team skating it off, off the shoulder there, so everyone's clear. But yeah, it is pretty cool to see. I think snow plow and snow is just interesting in general, the business of snow removal. And seeing it done in Europe with, the almighty UNIMOG is just really cool to see in the Alps. I mean, how freaking neat is that? So, great suggestion by Ahsoka. I do appreciate that. Make sure to check out that channel, of course, by the way. And throw a like on there if you enjoyed this. Subscribe to be part of this amazing community we do have. And wherever you're watching from, be careful out there, especially if you're in the snowy mountains. And until next time, y'all. Catch you later.